Hello, YouTube. Message and Bala here with another video. Consider this video to be an announcement video as the year 2025 is ending and we're transitioning to the year 2026. I really did want to take this YouTube channel more seriously, but life happens, and at the same time, in my spare free time, I play a lot of video games and I end up making a separate YouTube channel that's purely about gaming. I'm not gonna disclose what that channel is because I kind of want to separate between a YouTube channel that's all about gaming and a YouTube channel that's all about speaking my mind, my thoughts, my you know ideas, etc., etc. And of course, using this channel as a diary, using this channel as a trauma dump. Which, by the way, if you guys seen my short video that I recently released, just before me uploading this video, I made a short video with the same image, Malcador the Sigilite. In case if you guys don't know what this image is, this is from Warhammer 40k, and the character Malcador, which is the old man at the right. He is a very, I say, key figure or key character in the Warhammer 40k, and there was a little short story where he keep um, creating or cloning this half-breed Eldar. Eldars, they're basically space elves, which is the person at the left side that's a space elf. And Warhammer Fantasy, it's basically medieval fantasy but in space. So think of your wizards, knights, dragons, evil, king, demonic, wizardry, all that jazz. But instead of medieval settings, it's literally on space where it's all sci-fi-ness. And Makador the Sigilite, the character that you see on the right side, which is an old man, he keeps cloning this half Eldar, half human clone, and for one purpose. And it's kind of funny when I think about it. It's for basically trauma dump, telling the creature, or should I say the person, everything that he been through, everything that he desire, his wishes, kind of like a diary, basically a self therapy. And that's what the whole purpose of the half Eldar, half human was, a trauma dump, a person to record or listen to. And that's what I'm going forward with this YouTube channel, basically the same concept, but of course me interacting with you guys, the audience, if you care to leave a comment down in the comment section below, or reach out to me in my Discord community, which I am active on Discord, especially for gaming. But of course, for this YouTube channel related stuff, not really, because this is almost kind of like a dead YouTube channel. But the reason why I want to keep it alive, keep going, is because there are so many things that I want to discuss, so many things that I want to talk about, because I had a bad childhood. And I will admit, I'm not the smartest man in the world. I'm not, the brightest guy. I am retarded, or I shouldn't say retarded. I am dumb in my own way, but I do have a working brain. My brain is capable of learning. My brain is capable of adapting, seeing, situation that's going on and understanding them. And that's something that I feel like a lot of people forget. When I say a lot of people forget, what I'm trying to say is that people like to think of themselves higher of others as if they were a different species. But in reality, we're all humans. We're on the same level. The only difference is our status, wealth, income, and I would dare say health, because our body is our body. Everybody is a little divergent from ourselves, like from each other's flesh, by a margin, through genetics, through health, depending what you eat, etc., etc. But overallness, in terms of overallness, we're still humans. Even the world's smartest man like Nikola Tesla or Albert Einstein, they had flaws and they had a hard time to, you know, socialize with people. And basically, where I'm going with this is that I'm no different from you guys. I'm just basically, best where I could put it, an average Joe, or slightly below average Joe, because I was born with a genetic defect which affected my face. If you guys haven't seen the video that I made a while back, it's about me discussing about my genetic defect that I was born. I was born with a cleft lip, which I was born with incomplete palate, and my upper mouth was kind of split open, and it affected my nose, which why my nose was twitching the other way. And my parents, they try their best to be good parents, but I feel like they didn't both pay attention or care enough to invest in me. At the very least, they did the bare minimum, which is having the doctors closing up the gap in my upper mouth or my upper jaw. And it did, you could say, hide that defect, but people, they kind of noticed it, but they couldn't pinpoint what's fundamentally wrong with my face. It's hard for them to pinpoint it, but they don't understand what's fundamentally wrong with my face until I tell them and I show them, and then now they understand what's wrong with my face. And that video that I made of talking about my cleft lip, yeah, it was very personal, but the whole point of me making that video is because, to my surprise, when I look back in my memory, have a little introspective thoughts, the introspective moment, I am absolutely surprised the sheer ignorance of a lot of people. Now, it's a combination of people don't really give a shit, but at the same time, when I see people don't give a shit, but yet they still being judgmental, it's super ironic because you guys are gonna notice this. Trust me, you guys will notice this. When people are judgmental, they act like they care about something. You guys will notice it. And one of my favorite philosophers, he says, it's remarkable that people claim that they don't care, and yet they care about other people's opinion. And that philosopher, it was Marcus Aurelius. I'm pretty sure it was one of his famous quotes, but yeah, that quote always stuck to me because I noticed this. I noticed this. People claim that they don't give a shit about me, but at the same time, they do give a shit of what's gonna happen, the interaction between me and him, or me and her. Like, it's hard to explain it, guys, but eventually you grasp the concept of what I'm trying to say here, because I had situations where a girl had a, or not a girl, but a woman or somebody. It's not just women now that I think about it, it's also men, because there are some guys that I interacted with where they claim that they don't care about me, but what's funny is that they act like they had a beef with me as if we had previous beef before, even though we never interacted before. And you guys are gonna notice this. Trust me, you guys are gonna notice this. Because having beef with a random stranger, in my opinion, is the most dumbest thing ever. And that's something that I've been noticing. So you could say that I'm one of those great noticer. Again, I may be dumb, I may be a retard, but my brain is still working. My brain is still functioning. When I look back at my memory and think about all the human interaction that I had, it's kind of funny. Some of those people, they think that they're superior than me, only for me to end up in a higher position, making more money, having better wealth than they did. Like, for example, I remember this one guy who, he was smart. I'll admit he was smart, but he still wasn't able to get a job. He still didn't have a car, And eventually, for me, I managed to get a job that paid me more than above minimum wage, and I managed to get my car. My first car, I'll admit, it was used, it was a little trash, but I still love it. I still love my car because it was my car, and I was very happy that I finally got my car. And looking back at that situation, I just find it ironic because that dude, I remember, he found himself superior than me, only for me to come out on top. And don't think of me saying this sort of stuff as in bragging. I'm just pointing out that, again, we're all humans. Me, as a average Joe YouTuber who wants to make YouTube videos, I could still fall. I could still lose it all. I could still, get into horrible situations. But right now, I'm trying to focus on myself, improve myself, try my best not to falter. Because if I do falter, then yeah, I'm gonna face dire consequences. But those consequences, they're my battle alone, and I'm doing my very darnest to not to falter. And see, guys, this is the whole point of me making this YouTube channel. The whole point of me making this YouTube video, this YouTube channel, is to share my story, share my knowledge, share my wisdom, and hopefully you guys make way better decision. And of course, using this YouTube channel as a little self-therapy and a little trauma dump, because I do want to share my story. I do want to share my worries, woes, wisdom, what I learned the hard way, what I learned the easy way, etc., etc. What I learned from human interactions, all that jazz. That's why throughout my YouTube channel, in case of you guys didn't see any of my videos, I've been talking a lot about relationships because my experience with women so far has been rocky, to say the least. And when I say rocky, I mean I had some good moments, I had some bad moments, I had one of the amazing best moments ever that other men will envy. But at the same time, I also had horrible situation where now I fully understand what divorced men feels when they get through a divorce. Despite that, I never got married. Because my ex, she literally tried to destroy me, tried to destroy my life, even though me and my ex, we had a good time, we had a good relationship. But, when that time of breaking up comes, there's a high chance that it's not going to end well. And yeah, it did not end well. So that little trauma, that experience, made me realize how relationship is more serious than people realize. Yeah, people like to get together to, to have a good time, but the older you get and the more you try to get involved with another individual, the more you realize how relationship is more serious than you guys think. And relationship could be your greatest assets or your greatest liability. So to put it in the most basic sense for people to understand, it's kind of like a business transaction, and sadly it is. Your wife or your husband could be your greatest assets, or he could be your greatest liability. Sucks that I had to say that, but that's the truth. So guys, yeah, consider this video to be an announcement video, because the year 2026, I'm gonna start pumping out lots and lots of videos, and I'll do my darnest to, keep making more videos, and I'll try my best to make good video editing videos. But the problem is, and again, this is just my experience so far, video editing is super tedious. It's lots of work, lots of learning, and it's kind of frustrating because I kind of wanted to, make good videos very quickly, but it's frustrating. But yeah, I'll do my best basically, and I'll take this YouTube channel more seriously, because I really want to do this. I really want to share. I really want to talk about what I've been through. And more importantly, I hope my videos, my wisdom, my experience help you guys out. And throughout my YouTube channel, I've been saying over and over, think for yourself because it's your life. Do what you gotta do, but make the right choices. Because if you make the right choices, I promise you, karma exists. Karma will definitely, help you out. God will help you out if you're religious. Because, yeah, I do believe in a higher power, and I do believe that, if you do good things will happen to you. If you do bad things will happen to you. That's the way of the universe. Well, guys, I'm going to end it here, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. Message in the bottle, over and out.